I know that this video will get pretty long, but it is very important if you are choosing an iPad. I'm going to tell you the 4 kind of people who will use an iPad maybe in coming futures. Number 1 kind of people's entertainment user. Number 2 kind of people are light user. Number 3 is heavy user. Number 4 is super user. Most of the people who are watching my video, I can do pretty much everything heavily. Alright everyone, today's video is going to be a little interesting. We are going to try the cheapest iPad as a laptop replacement, and I have tried the thing for 1 week, so I have the experience. Actually, if you search on YouTube iPad as a laptop replacement, you can find a lot of videos, but I think all of those videos are not justifying the thing, because there is a lot of things to talk about the iPad. As you know that iPad is like a baby that born just today. It's not yet completed, it's not yet 18 years old, but it's a baby that has a lot of potentials. In future it will be very amazing product, but right now it's not. So you just don't need to ignore the iPad, but you just don't need to leave your laptop, leave your computer and jump into the iPad. So in today's video we are going to go very in depth, very inside that I have analyzed after using the iPad as a laptop replacement for last 7 days. So you know that in last 7 days I have uploaded around 4 or 5 videos. In my other channel I have uploaded around 2 videos, and I have done some website works, graphics designing work over my laptop. So I have used the laptop with my iPad. That means I haven't gone completely an iPad person. I have also used the computer. You got it? So the iPad is not a completely laptop replacement, but it's going to a point where it will be an amazing product. So for last 7 days I have used my laptop just for video editing, photo editing, user interface designing and my website works. Other than that, other than those major things, I have used my iPad as everything device. Like I have taken my notes, I have made all the Word documents, I have used Microsoft Excels, I also used Google's Sheet and other applications. I have done some little photo working, Photoshop working, I have used Airbrush, I have used Photo and other photo editing applications, some graphics designing applications. Those are very light, doesn't have any compare to the amazing applications like the Figma, Sketch, Adobe XD or even any other applications on the market available for professional work. You should understand that the iPad is like a baby that just born today or tomorrow, just it's been a little time. So now we are getting in depth, and I also divided the iPad for 4 kind of peoples. I have noted them down over here quite well. I know that this video will get pretty long, but it is very important if you are choosing an iPad. Right now I'm going to tell you the 4 kind of peoples who use an iPad or who will use an iPad maybe in coming futures. Number 1 kind of people's entertainment user. Number 2 kind of people are light user. Number 3 is heavy user. Number 4 is super user. So most of the people who are watching my video right now, this video, you and me kind of persons are not into that super users. Like super users are very little amount. Like super users are like hand countable amount on my channel. That means around 2, 3, 4, 5 persons are the super users. Other than that, every single people are into these 3 category: entertainment, light or heavy users. I'm an heavy users. So let me break down what are these 4 category is all about. Number 1, entertainment users. Most of the people are falling into this entertainment user section, because this entertainment section is all about gaming and media consumptions. You want to watch Netflix, you want to watch YouTube video, you want to watch movies, you want to enjoy some little games like light games or pretty much any kind of games that's available on App Store, or you just want to explore some music on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you want to do. So you are an entertainment users. Then be sure to go with any iPad, literally with any iPad, iPad 6th generation, 7th generation, doesn't matter. Go with an iPad, don't go with any Windows computer, don't go with a MacBook, go with a iPad, because it's very cheap, much cheaper than any laptops or any MacBooks, and the battery life is better than all those Windows computers available, and Macs are much expensive than the iPads available on the markets. Like iPads are around $329. If you are a student, you can get it for only $300. So iPads are far better for media consumptions. That means for entertainment users, an iPad is a must. Don't go with laptop, go with it and you will enjoy this so much. Okay, now let's talk about the category number 2, those are light users. They will do light gaming, light media consumptions, light mailing, like documents work, light photo or video editing, and basically everything on their category is very light. That means those Instagrammer who just want to edit their light photos, those are not like, those are just gaining some followers right now. They are not on a professional level of Instagram, they are just growing on Instagram. They should get an iPad and they can do whatever they want to do on their iPad. They can do light video editing, light photo editing, and those will be very amazing. And you want to do light media consumptions, like you want to watch a lot of Netflix, you want to watch a lot of YouTube videos, you want to do high-end gaming like PUBG, Fortnite, Free Fire, then you can go with the iPad Air, iPad Mini 5, or even the iPad Pro if you absolutely need it. Other than that, you don't need to spend that money for an iPad Pro. Okay, so that's about the light users. They just don't want to do a lot of things, but they want to do things. Okay, so now let's talk about the heavy users. Oh, this video is getting pretty long, but don't mind, it's very helpful for you if you are in a confusion, should I get an iPad or a laptop? Okay, I'll give my final conclusion. So heavy users are like my category of people who have a little bit of success and they are just working whatever they are good on. Like, I produce videos every single day, I make thumbnails every single day, I make my website's background, I change my website's background every single day, I use Excel sheet, PowerPoint each and every day, I do light photo editing for my Instagram or other things like that. Like, I do pixels, so I have pixels account, I upload photos over there, so I edit my photos. I do designing on Adobe XD, Sketch, or on Figma, so I design things, I make user interface and things like that. So for me, an iPad is not a viable option right now. Like, it's getting there, but it's not there right now. So I use my Mac instead of the iPad, so that's working pretty fine. My Mac is an amazing device, so I'm not going to like exchange the iPad right now, like as soon as I can. I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm waiting for updates in future generations. So for heavy users, as I already told you, I have been using this iPad for last 7 days instead of my computer. So I'm doing every single thing over the browser, and I'm not using Chrome, I'm using Brave. Don't use Chrome, it's a little hot on this device, I don't know why. Like, Chrome, you should get a little fixed. Okay, so I'm using every single thing other than video editing, photo editing, user interface. That means I'm not using Final Cut Pro X, Photoshop, or even Adobe XD, Sketch, and Figma. Other than these 5 applications, I am doing each and everything on the iPad, and it's working pretty fine on my iPad, so I don't have any complaints. So I can do pretty much everything heavily with Photoshop Express, Lightroom for iPad, or even with other Adobe applications. Airbrush is an amazing application to edit photos, so I can pretty much do most of the things on my iPad. I have used iMovie, but I found it like not for my type. I don't like that one. Yes, I know that there is one application called LumaFusion that's amazing, but I haven't bought that application. I have seen some videos like Jonathan Morrison's and other YouTubers made videos about that application, and I've seen those working pretty fine, but I can't still observe that right now. I'm using the Final Cut Pro X. I feel that's better. If someday Final Cut Pro X comes to the iPad and the file management systems get better, I will be switching to the iPad that day. Final conclusion. Okay, so that's pretty much about the heavy users, but there is still one part, that's developing and designing products. So you cannot use heavy applications like Xcode, you can't use Atom or others, XDE, IDE. You cannot develop applications over your iPad. That you can do on your Mac or on your computer. So you cannot do all of those things still on the iPad. So iPad is not still a viable option for all those developers or designers or professional workers, maybe for in this category. Maybe for heavy users, I think an iPad is a secondary device. It cannot be a primary device right now, but if you want a secondary device, go for an iPad. It will be great. So you can get the iPad Mini 5, iPad Air, good device. But if you are a heavy user, don't buy the iPad only, because it gets a little warmer whenever you are working on a professional things like bigger video editing things. I know heating is like basic thing, but I personally don't like heating. So I'll suggest you to go with the iPad Mini 5 or with the iPad Air. And if you want to do heavy gaming, like you want to do gaming streaming, or you want to do PUBG mobile stream that's going on the market right now, you want to do Call of Duty streaming, other things like that, then you should definitely go with an heavy model like iPad Pro or with iPad Air. Okay, now let's talk about the final one that's very exciting, super users. And as I already told you, those peoples are very less, like hand countable peoples. So super users like professional video editing, those who are editing videos professionally, they live by editing videos, editing photos, making applications, designing applications, doing things over their device. So for those people, iPad is not an option. So they will still stick with their current device, and they should stick with their current device, because time is money for those professional peoples and they don't want to mess with things. So an iPad is still not a good option for those super users, user interface designers, professional video editors, professional photo editors, programmers, 3D designers, developers, and even applications like Maya, Blenders. Those are still not available for the iPad. Hopefully someday we'll get those. So for a super users, if you absolutely want an iPad, then you can definitely go with the iPad Pro. You will love the device, and you can like use the device for taking notes, doing stuffs like Microsoft Word kind of stuffs, or you can, even if you want, you can edit some light photos maybe you want. But for professional field, an iPad is not still an option that you should get. Okay, so that was it. An iPad is a very amazing device, close to my heart, but it's still not at that point. It's a baby that just born today or tomorrow, and it will get better with time. So that was it, guys. I hope this video has given you an amazing idea whether should you go with an iPad or you should exclude it and go with a computer. An iPad is an iPad, a computer is a computer. Someday I think they will mesh together. That was it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys really did, be sure to subscribe, be sure to do whatever you want, be sure to comment down if you have something on your mind. And I'm getting sweaty over here, and it's literally so hot over here. I just want to complete the video. I want to go and rest, I want to turn on the fan, and I want to do whatever I want, but this heating is literally, and the video is getting very long. I don't know, already 14-15 minutes of a video. Oh, YouTube is gonna kill it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. That was my motive. Goodbye.